Admiral Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Retribution, watching the tactical display with cold satisfaction. 300 human vessels hung in the void around the Zephyrian homeworld, their weapons charged and ready. The blue-green planet below had once been beautiful to her, back when she believed the Zephyrians were humanity's allies. That was before the betrayal. "Admiral," Commander Torres reported from his station, "we're receiving surrender requests on all frequencies. The Zephyrian High Council is requesting immediate negotiations." Chen's jaw tightened. "Tell them we'll negotiate the same way they did at Earth, with plasma fire." The bridge fell silent except for the hum of ship systems. Every officer present had lost someone when the Zephyrians struck Earth without warning 3 years ago. The memory of that day still burned in Chen's mind. The diplomatic summit on Luna that was supposed to forge a lasting peace, while Zephyrian fleets simultaneously glassed major Earth cities from orbit. 50 million dead. The price of trusting alien promises. "Sir," Lieutenant Commander Park spoke up hesitantly, "long-range sensors are detecting movement in the outer system. Looks like Torvan ships?" Chen's eyes narrowed. The Torvan Collective, another species that had stood by and watched as Earth burned, claiming neutrality while secretly supplying the Zephyrians with advanced shield technology. Their betrayal cut even deeper, because humanity had shared medical advances that saved millions of Torvan lives during their plague outbreak. "How many ships?" Chen asked. 47 heavy cruisers approaching on Vector 77 Mark IV. They'll be in weapons range in 18 minutes. A bitter smile crossed Chen's face. "They think they can save their Zephyrian friends. Com, open a channel to the fleet." The communication array crackled to life, connecting her to every human ship in the system. 300 captains who had volunteered for what everyone called a suicide mission, striking at the heart of Zephyrian space with no hope of reinforcement. "This is Admiral Chen to all vessels. We have Torvan ships inbound. I know what you're thinking. We're outnumbered, outgunned, fighting 2 species that abandoned us when we needed them most." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle. "But they don't understand what they're facing. They've never seen humans truly angry." On the tactical display, red dots representing Torvan ships crept closer while the Zephyrian defense fleet, what remained of it, tried to reorganize into a defensive formation around their homeworld. "They betrayed us when we offered friendship," Chen continued. "They watched our cities burn when we begged for help. They thought humanity would roll over and die." Her voice hardened to steel. They were wrong. The human fleet began to move with deadly precision. Unlike the rigid formations favored by most alien species, the human ships flowed like a pack of wolves, each captain anticipating the other's movements through years of brutal combat experience gained fighting across the galaxy. Commander Torres looked up from his console. "Admiral, we're receiving a transmission from the lead Torvan ship. Admiral Keth Vor is requesting to speak with you directly." "Put him through." The main screen flickered, revealing the insectoid features of a Torvan. "Admiral." His compound eyes glittered with what might have been fear or anger. Humans had never been good at reading Torvan expressions. "Admiral Chen," Keth Vor clicked in accented standard. "Your presence here violates 17 interstellar treaties. Withdraw immediately, and the collective will consider this unfortunate incident closed." Chen laughed, a sound devoid of humor. "Treaties? You want to talk about treaties? Like the Mutual Defense Pact Earth signed with the Zephyrians? The one they ignored while glassing our cities? The Zephyrian conflict was a misunderstanding. 50 million dead is not a misunderstanding. Chen's voice cut through the transmission like a blade. It's a crime that demands justice. Kethvor's mandibles clicked nervously. You cannot hope to defeat our combined fleets. Surrender now, and your crews will be treated according to galactic law. Galactic law? Chen's smile was predatory. The same law that allowed genocide against Earth? No, Admiral. Today we follow human law. And human law is simple. You reap what you sow. She cut the transmission and turned to her weapons officer. All ships, weapons free. Show them why you don't betray humanity. The battle erupted across the star system like a thunderstorm made of plasma and metal. The human ships built for war rather than show tore through enemy formations with vicious efficiency. Every vessel had been upgraded with technology reverse-engineered from defeated alien fleets. Faster engines, stronger shields, and weapons that hit harder than anything the galaxy had seen. The UES Vengeance rammed through a Zephyrian cruisers, shields, and cored it with point-blank railgun fire. The UES Fury used its experimental phase cannon to delete a Torvan destroyer from existence. Across the battlefield, human ships died, but they took 10 enemies with them for every loss. Chen watched a squadron of human fighters weave through a formation of Torvan heavy cruisers, their pilots pulling maneuvers that would kill most species from the G-forces alone. Humans might be physically weaker than many aliens, but their stubborn refusal to acknowledge impossible odds had earned them victory after victory. "Admiral," Torres called out, "Torvan fleet is breaking formation. They're retreating." On the screen, the remaining Torvan ships turned and fled toward the jump point, abandoning their Zephyrian allies without a second thought. Chen felt a moment of satisfaction. The same species that had watched Earth burn was now running with their tails between their legs. The Zephyrian defense fleet lasted another 20 minutes before the last ship went dark. "Surface bombardment. Platforms are online," reported the weapons officer. "Awaiting your orders, Admiral." Chen stared at the planet below. Blue oceans, green continents, billions of innocent lives. Everything Earth had been before the betrayal. "Stand down," she ordered quietly. The bridge crew looked at her in surprise. Commander Torres stepped closer. "Admiral, our orders were justice, not genocide." Chen's voice was tired but firm. "We're not them. Signal the surface. The Zephyrian government has 48 hours to surrender their war criminals for trial. If they comply, their world lives." She turned away from the tactical display, suddenly feeling every one of her 53 years. Humanity doesn't win by becoming monsters. We win by being better than those who betrayed us. Behind her, the communication array crackled with surrender requests from across the Zephyrian homeworld. The message would spread quickly through alien space. Earth remembered its friends, but it never forgot its enemies. And when humanity came for justice, running was the only option left.